You're it's yours truly, Dre, man. I'm back at it with another entertaining YouTube video. So let's get straight to Timberwolves and the Mavs 105-100 game. And to be honest with y'all boys, man, I was just I can't even get the words out. I was let down. I was disheartened. I was disgusted. And I'm looking like, listen, you guys had one job. You had the one job, and you're this close, to the finals. So let's go ahead and hop straight into some of these stats, man. I'm not gonna lie. Ant Edwards 29, 9, and 10. Karl Anthony Towns 25, 5, and 1. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns showed up. You know, a lot of people were saying, where Karl Anthony Towns was. Karl Anthony Towns, he showed up. He going 5 for 7 from 3. I mean, he's showing them 1,500 shots a day that he got up, and with those 7 shots that he threw up and 5 that he did hit, and which was clutch, and it definitely helped them get over Dallas because it was still a tight game toward the end. And the Mavs, I'm thinking, okay, y'all boys could wrap this up. This is where y'all specialty is at within those like 5 to 4 minutes. Y'all being one of the most skillful backcourts, and which I think they're the most skillful backcourt. When you look at it, ball in their hand, they can go left, they can go right, teardrop left, teardrop right, fade left, fade right. And it's like, okay, who else can do it at a high clip like that? Not accomplishment, but skills, talent. When you throw them out there raw and you put them out there, basically 2-on-2. Who you got winning the ball in their hands? How many possessions you think they're gonna be able to take? Who gonna be able to stop them? It's like that. That's how I look at it. But they stopped themselves last night. I can tell you that. Terrible shooting night from the team. From Dallas, it was 42%, while the Timberwolves is 52.7%, and that's really the tale of the tape. Because the Timberwolves got up 74 shots and Dallas got up 81, but unfortunately Dallas could not buy a bucket. I just don't know. It was a little flat at home. They could have wrapped it up at home. I was hoping they was gonna wrap it up at home while I was at home. And it was in company and Karl. They had other intentions. So it's like, hey, you do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, when you lace them shoes up, you athletes know, you people that's competitive know that man ain't no different from me. You woman out there, that woman ain't no different, than you. You know what I'm saying? So they came out, they played, they fought, they dug deep. Rudy Gobert did his job last night protecting the paint, because the first game they got like 60-something points in the paint. This game it was only like 36. So that's them focusing in on really protecting the paint, and that's what a lot of their buckets came in from. And another thing I think that really, leaned and helped the Timberwolves was also Lively being out, because he is that lob threat. He is that sealer on that screen to get Luka open. Not saying the backup, the starting center can't do that gopher as well. But I don't think he has that explosiveness after the screen, to really get the offense to where it need to be. But it's all good though. It's all good. It's one game. You got to give credit to where it's due. The Timberwolves came out, played a good game, played great defense, held them to a bad shooting night. Some shots are open. Some shots are contested. So it's like you don't want to discredit the defense. Because they did play great D last night. Shout out, like I said, to Rudy Gobert for really making Kyrie alter a lot of shots, because Kyrie definitely had a lot of easy lays, to the left, to the right, but it was a lot of them that was missed just because Rudy Gobert throwing their hand up 7-2. You're doing what, that defensive player you're supposed to do. And kudos to him, because a lot of people are taking shots at him. It's a little bit different, when you can kind of sit in the paint just a little bit longer than just 3 seconds. When you're out of the paint for 3 seconds, that opened up a window for somebody to finish over somebody who can't contest at the rim that good. So they did what they were supposed to do. And hopefully I really need Dallas to tap in. Please tap in. I need y'all boys to go ahead and get to the Celtics, because y'all giving Porzingis a little bit of time to get back. Not saying that the Celtics need him. I think they need him. because I don't think Al Horford could hold if the Mavs do, go on to the next round to the finals. I don't think Al Horford be able to stick lively. I feel like that young guy give him trouble for real, like for sure. And not only that, then you got Goff coming in as well, starting it off. And then you got that two-man punch, and really the Celtics was really struggling in the paint. Miles Turner and Siakam was tearing them up. Taking turns, no Diddy. And they need that. They definitely need that. And these guys are not, Indiana. Kudos to Indiana for putting up the fight they did. It was a sweep without Tyrese Halliburton. They still did their thing. Numhard did his thing. Miles Turner did his thing. Siakam. Those guys play. They play tough. But the Celtics are the best team in the league. They're the best team in the league. Hands down. I don't see a better roster put together than they got. Hopefully they do it better in the finals than they did prior when they played the Warriors, and not so much isolation and actually just run some sets, because they have the best. Like I said, they got the best team, bro. Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. You got a veteran in Al Horford, and you got Cody White. I mean, is it Kobe or Cody? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, it's like that roster should be a chip. It should be a chip. If the coach can put them in a position to where they're like running plays, getting a lot of off-ball action, a lot of pin down action, they should easily win it. But if they meet up against the Mavs, I just don't think it's gonna be enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough. I don't think Drew gonna be able to play around Kyrie or play around Luka. That's if Drew hold Kyrie. He might hold Luka and let Jaylen Brown hold Kyrie. Just because of the speed differential. I think coming off that screen, I think Jaylen Brown is a little bit he got a little bit more vertical. So say if Kyrie beat around the corner, he get a higher chance of really beating that line unless they put White up there. Now White would definitely be a better defender to me than Jrue Holiday on Kyrie, just because White can definitely contest at the rim, as seen before. He can get up there and contest. That'll make it a little bit harder for Kyrie, once he gets to the rim, just because Dallas doesn't have that big man that can stretch the floor outside of PJ Washington and maybe the backup guy behind Lively that was getting minutes last night, number 42. I can't think his name. But I mean, if you guys like this video, go ahead and get a thumbs up. Hopefully you liked it. If not, just go ahead and drop some things down in the comment section that you feel like I should touch on, or speak more of, and share it. And I look to see you on my next YouTube video. Peace.